Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my journey to $1 million revenue. I am Melon, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of the Melon Studio, and I've started documenting my journey to $1 million revenue because I want to scale their business and want to reach this goal, but not because I want, well, of course, money makes a lot of difference, but the reason I want to achieve this goal is because I know along the way is I'm going to learn a lot of things. I'm going to learn a lot of lessons, and I'm improving myself as a person and as a leader. And I want to share these lessons and I want to share this experience with you. That's why I'm documenting this journey. So today I want to talk about something that's very important to everyone, especially to CEOs and founders, and it's about consistency. As CEOs and founders, we have a lot of things on our plate. Actually, last week, I have missed posting some videos. I have missed posting some content. And I got a little bit disappointed with myself because I want to have that goal of posting certain number of content every week, of releasing one vlog every week. But I did not meet this requirement, this goal, because I got sidetracked. Because we have a lot of things going on. Sometimes I don't want to go on vacation because then you lose momentum and then you get busy with other things because we try to catch up with the business. But for me, it's important to have these brand videos, to continue sharing videos, continue sharing my learnings to you guys, because number one, it helps me share my knowledge. Number two, I want to build this credibility of creating videos. Also to show you that it's important for you to be visible and to show yourself on videos, because right now it's a battle of the eyeballs. So if you're not posting videos that is authentically you, that shows your authority, and videos that show visibility, you're leaving money on the table. So that's why for me, I really think that video content and being visible on social media, being consistent on sharing content is a very important strategy for you to have that edge and to be able to set yourself apart, because like studies says that what sets the 1% apart from the 99% who aren't successful is consistency. But I know what you're thinking. What? Posting videos? Hello, Melon. We all have so many things on our plate already. We are CEOs and founders. We've managed the business. We have so many things going on in our lives. Where will I find the time to film, edit, and post these videos? Don't worry, I hear you. And you know what? Actually, so you know that I'm a CEO of a film production company. I have a whole team of videographers, of content creators, and editors. But you know what? I film these videos most of the time. Like 90% of the time of all these videos on my YouTube channel, not on our company YouTube channel. These videos are filmed by myself. You know why? Because I want to show to you that it's possible, that it can be done, and you don't need elaborate setup, you don't need a lot of props, or you don't need lighting, because what is important is the value that you're giving, the ideas that you're sharing, and the authenticity that you're showing. It's important for you to connect with your audience more than the lighting, than the setup. Some of you might think that is important. Yes, that is important. But right now, the idea, the value that you're giving is more important than all of that. And what's more important is your consistency of showing up. Show up, give value, and be genuine. Talk to your audience, connect with your audience. That is more important than everything else. Today, I'm sharing the tips on how you can be consistent in producing content that gives value. I actually started this YouTube channel way back in 2018, 2019. I started producing videos and then I stopped for a few years. And now I'm actually restarting it because I really think that this time you need to be visible. You need to compete for those eyeballs. And the only way for you to get those eyeballs on you and to get the attention of your audience to be where they are. And right now, you can easily be found when you have videos, when you share content. So make sure you have that rhythm. And how do you do that? So number one, my first tip is plan ahead. It's important for you to plan ahead your content. One of the things that I did to help me become consistent more consistent than before. It's not 100% consistent. It's for me to write the topics that I want to discuss. So in my personal blog, this is my personal blog. And if you want to follow our company's blog where we share more about social media content and video content creation, here I share more about entrepreneurship, personal branding as well, my journey to $1 million revenue, my experience and the lessons I'm learning. So in this blog, it's more about my personal experience and the lessons I learned along the way. So planning ahead means writing down the ideas, the content that you want to share. So I have a list of frequently asked questions with along this topic. So I have my content pillar for entrepreneurship. There's social media strategies, marketing strategies that I personally learned along the way. It's something that I implement because I want this journey to be about like that, something that I learned and something that I apply on my business. Number two, if you want to be consistent and you're struggling with producing content, filming, and just planning the whole thing and arranging the shoots and organizing, start with short and sweet videos. Start with reels and start with your phone. So actually, if you go to my Instagram channel, I hate hearing my voice. I hate looking at the camera. So these are the things that I was struggling with. I had that imposter syndrome. I'm too old. Who am I to share my experience? No one will listen to me. So to overcome my fear of speaking in camera and to overcome my fear of being on video, what I did is I started with short reels. So I filmed myself with my camera, shared it on Instagram, and then I did not even try to look at how many likes, how many views I got. It's more of training myself to speak on camera, training myself to be confident and not to be afraid to be myself. So that's what I did. And so that's something you can do to be consistent is focus on short and sweet videos, focus on reels and producing them consistently. You can start with that. The next one is focus on quantity first over quality. Remember, I shared with you that story that I heard about producing pottery. This class, this professor asked his students, one group of students, he asked them to produce a lot more pots versus this group of students, he asked them to produce just one really good pot. And guess what? The group who he asked to produce a lot of pots made the better pots, and the best pots came out from that group versus the one pot this group made. For you, if you're starting, especially in video content creation, or if you're starting content creation, try first churning out a lot of videos. In time, you will get better. In time, you'll be focused on quality videos. Actually, in the office, when we produce videos in the office, of course, we focus on quality. But as this is my personal vlog, I focus more on providing content and being consistent. Number 4 is repurposing your content. I have said this time and time again, for you to be consistent is for you to repurpose your content. So like for me, I produce this long form video on YouTube and I use AI tools. I use CapCut, I have the script, I have Final Cut. I use these tools to help me produce shorter reels. So I cut this long video and I repurpose them into shorter reels. This one long video can be 5 to 6 reels because you can cut these topics shorter. You can share them again and again. And this vlog, this video, this episode, I can even turn it into a blog post. I can turn it into a carousel. I can get the transcripts of this video, turn it into a carousel, or share it as a post on LinkedIn. Number 5 is outsourcing. The reason a lot of CEOs and founders, they don't want to start creating videos, they don't want to start sharing content, is because they think that this is a lot of work and they don't want to be overwhelmed when it is necessary for you. If you really want visibility, you want to create authority, you want to put out your personal brand image out there and get more sales. You know that there's a study that a founder or a CEO or a leader of a business who has a great personal brand gets more, brings more sales and brings more leads to a business than a founder who is not visible at all. So I know then you're like, but how can you do that when you have so many things on your plate? So my last step for you is to outsource. You don't have to complicate the process of producing content. To be honest, I was also skeptic before. I don't have a lot of content. I want to work on the business, not in the business, but having your personal brand out there is really important if you want to be ahead, to want to get ahead. So it's important for you to find ways, and that means outsourcing is important. What I do, I film myself, I set up my camera. This is my current setup. See, I just prop my camera over there, and I record myself, and I sometimes send these videos for editing. So right now you just want to produce content. It's a very amateurish video, but I just want to show you that it can be done, and it can be easily done, and the value that you're sharing is more important than the production quality. Of course, I also believe in production quality, but I want to prove to you that you don't have to have the latest camera, the nicest lighting, or because this will just complicate your production and you will become lazy. You do not want to film at all because you might think, I need help in setting this up. But what you can do, you can film yourself as is and outsource your editing, which can add value to your video. You can add captions, you can add effects, sound effects, and some dynamic transitions. That's something that can help you make this process of producing video content easy. I hope the 5 tips that I shared today has helped you and will help you become consistent. These are the things that I need to tell myself. My bonus tip is also about mindset. If you focus on your goal, so my goal is to share the lessons, to share this journey and be consistent with it. This is my goal. So if you're focused on your goal, being consistent will come easy to you because when you look at your goal, be focused on it. The effort of being consistent, it's gonna be a daily struggle because you will get pulled here and there. But if you keep your eye on the goal, on the prize, you'll persist and you'll keep working towards this goal. If you found value in this video, I really encourage you to share and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you next week, and God bless.